new attendance thing here. If you can please go to today's date under modules for attendance, click on that, and you need to state one thing that was discussed yesterday in the Google Meet. So if you haven't watched the Google Meet from yesterday, you need to do that and then complete the attendance. You automatically get attendance for being on here, but this is just a new procedure I'm starting to make sure that Chromebook login is occurring, or I mean, Canvas login is occurring. So you'll do the same thing tomorrow, but we will not have a live session tomorrow. So if you want to be, if you need me tomorrow, you will need to message me and we can set up a time. So if you will scroll down here to um, let's see, cell cycle. I've decided that today is pretty much going to be spending a day to make sure you've gotten caught up on everything. We're going to do a Kahoot to review what we've done so far. And I've put a little quiz up through the quizzes. And remember, you can take it multiple times um, on everything that we've done so far for cell cycle. It doesn't have cancer in it, though. Um, and so it's going to be due tomorrow. So you can work on makeup stuff today. Tomorrow's going to be a pure makeup day. So anything that you haven't done in this unit, you need to get caught up on. That's going to be tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow also we have those anti bullying and drug abuse parts that you'll do the little discussion for there. I went ahead and made them live. Carol Ann, just wait,
Can I
please.
pick up that card so I can just sign back up?
No. Um, so
Wow.
what we're going to do today is we're going to play maybe one or two rounds of Kahoot, and then I'm going to set it up where you can practice it on here before you do your quiz. So while you're, oh, and if you haven't done this before, you will need to make sure you either have Kahoot on your phone, there's a Kahoot app, or you need a tab and take, like if I wanted my Kahoot tab separate, I would click here and drag it out and make it smaller so you could see what I'm presenting, so you can see the question, and then you can actually enter your information. Does anybody have a question about that? Somebody's sleepy. All
Huh?
right. I said somebody's sleepy. I heard a yawn. All
No,
right.
nah, I got Kahoot pulled up on my computer.
All right. So we are going to let me get it set up, and then I've got to try to work. Please stop. Try to also multitask here and get my daughter's thing going.
Whose daughter?
You are my daughter. All
When is your
right.
daughter's
Ooh.
name? When is your
And
daughter's name?
turn that down.
I just gotta know, Mom. Sorry.
What?
I just gotta know.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't know how to make it. When is your daughter turning? Dad, texting me. Mm, you texting. What can you? What?
Oh, hold on.
Henry. Who's Henry?
Henry, did you have, or Gavin, did you have trouble getting into my meet?
No.
I don't understand what Felicia, she's having trouble. Um, give me a
I
minute
didn't.
to figure out what's going on with
I didn't
her.
have trouble. Mine logged right on.
All right.
Oh, I tried turning it off and turning it back
go to your calendar and click on that
Mama.
link.
Tell her to close that at Google and try and reload.
Uh, re-
Maybe
restart your computer.
if I do it,
All right.
I just do it
All
again.
right. So hold on. We're going to get that
Can I just turn
started.
it off and then turn it back on?
I've already done that,
Can I
Carolyn.
try it one more time? Try it one more time, please, please, please. Just one more time.
All right, so this
14,
picture, which
13,
one of these
12,
stages is it? Notice the dashed lines
13, 14,
around the
15,
chromosomes.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Remember the dashed line, when you see the dashed line around the X's, it's going to be prophase. So
Okay.
that's one way to remember dash lines, meaning the nucleus is going to break down and the chromosomes have condensed into those fat X's. And that's going to be prophase. That's always the first one. Prophase is the first.
Mr. Well,
Yeah.
really quick, my test that I didn't do that good on, can I redo that or no?
Didn't I set? You need to look and see if you have it, if you can get into it, because I reset it for you from what we talked about.
Okay.
And we'll see. We'll check on that at the end of today's, once we get through with here.
All right.
Carolyn's computer, do you have her email
Or
and
word.
password?
16, 15.
Okay, the key, the key is lining up. They're lined up in the center, in the middle, which prefix means middle.
Um.
Oh, yeah, you got
Stop.
that.
Metaphase. Meta means middle. So think about middle starting with an M and metaphase starting with an M. So middle. So they're going to line up in the middle. And we'll go through this a couple times, or at
Why
least
do you
twice
keep on
today.
getting off with the
Shh.
zero?
That's
Okay.
how it does it.
16, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Why would I put that? Oh my god.
It was the
All right. I
yellow.
wasn't paying attention. Was it showing them pulling apart?
Yeah.
That's anaphase. Pulling apart. I was still trying to get in my daughter's computer here. It's driving me crazy. Um,
They can just watch the recording.
well, I know we'll have to watch the recording, but all right, what is this a picture of? Oh, notice right here, reforming. Reforming. All right, telophase, that's the reforming. Hold on just a minute. Okay, why am I hearing Rockabye Baby? All right, next.
Why are you hearing Rockabye
I
Baby?
don't know.
And now, why am I hearing Baby Shark in the background of someone's?
I don't know.
Oh, that big movie.
All right, so notice we have almost two new cells. Which one is this? Okay, where's your.
Perfect.
All right, so that was cytokinesis. Cyto goes along with cytoplasm, and it means splitting. So cytokinesis is the two cells splitting into, or that the cells splitting into halves. All right, during mitosis, chromosomes line up in the middle. What's going to happen after that?
I don't know. I'm just saying that.
All right, they're going to move to opposite poles. So if you can think of the, forget what you call it, but think of PMAT. So it's prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. So after metaphase is anaphase, which is the pulling of the chromosomes to opposite poles.
Oh, is it up?
In mitosis, one cell produces. So how many cells do we end up with at the end?
Blue, violet, dark green. How many of you do you know me? Roses are red, violets are blue. How many of you know me? Do you?
Okay.
Texting
I'm texting all your teachers.
My screen disappeared.
Huh?
What?
The
Someone texted
thing just
you.
like went away.
Which thing went away?
Someone texted you.
The
Stop.
one that I had to click the answers.
All right. Click on the bottom. Well, on my Chromebook, at the bottom of my screen, I have the Chrome icon. Some students drag it to the side, but for me, mine's on the side. If you click on the Chrome icon one time, it'll show you if there's any other Chromes that maybe you've minimized. Do you see one that has a folder and says Kahoot?
Um,
Yeah, click on that and then
yeah.
it should pop back up. Did that do it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have two cells at the end. So mitosis, we start with one cell and we're going to have two at the end and they're going to be identical. So they're going to have the same number of chromosomes. What we're going to look at Monday is a process where this doesn't happen. They're not going to be identical. So for this process, it is two identical cells. We're you've jumped ahead. The answer to what we're going to learn next week is the blue one that you guys chose. So we're going from one to two cells. Which stage is when the chromosomes uncoil and the cell forms two daughter cells?
And he tapped himself out of the meeting.
Okay. Well, just keep. I guess it'll just be you. Guess I can join in if I need to. It's not going to be very fun, but all right. Telophase is chromosomes uncoiling. They're becoming like a pile of spaghetti again. Okay. So, and they start to split into two daughter cells. All right. The process of growth and replacement. Um, of somatic cells. Somatics are our body cells. So, growth and replacement of cells is called, and what is the process that we've been talking about? This is driving me crazy. All right, it should be mitosis. Mitosis, it is for cell growth, and it is for repair. I don't get it.
I have a pen right there, but it's for something else.
Yeah, I wish they would have given me your actual
It's for
login stuff.
exercising.
Irritating me.
And I forgot all the
If the organism has 88 chromosomes during mitosis, it's going to produce daughter cells with, remember I said they would be identical. So 88.
Oh my
What
gosh,
we're
my
going
screen finally turned green.
to, when what we're going to study with next, it'll be different. But for mitosis, identical, same number of chromosomes. What stage is occurring when chromosomes become distinct and nuclear membrane disappears? The key here is the nuclear membrane is disappearing. I said that was that little dashed sign lines.
I don't turn it backwards too.
Understand.
Look at our trees now.
Yeah, the wind is picking up. Is it windy where you guys are?
Oh yeah, it's really bad.
Is there a hurricane or something that's moving past?
Sure, I'm not sure, but if there is, I'll be inside my shed all by myself. So
The
if something
chromosomes,
happens to me, I guess no one knows.
yeah, opposite ends. When they move to opposite ends.
That's,
Anaphase. Well, nobody is answering emails. All right.
yeah, it's really really windy out by me.
Mm-hmm.
Put it right there.
All right. Which of the following will form a cell plate during the last stage? So, cell plate is different from the pinching in two. And I mentioned this in one of the Google Meets we had. What type of cell would create a cell plate? Um,
Ah,
is it Miss
I'm clear.
Farrar that's your
Miss Ferrer.
Freyer? Is she your
Library.
library teacher?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, gracious. See, it's not just you students who have technical issues. Teachers, kids do too.
I can't.
Rod-like structures that appear during mitosis. What are those rod-like structures called?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh
Well, I don't
yay.
know her name.
That's who?
I don't know how to find her name.
Miss Ferrer.
Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. During the process of mitosis, chromosomes line up at the cell's equator. That's the middle.
Say Caroline's computer's not working. Or no, sign in.
Metaphase. Remember meta, middle, equator is middle.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong one.
We'll
Well,
go
Matt's coming
we'll go through it again. During the process of mitosis, how many daughter cells, that means at the end, how many are produced by a parent? How many cells do we end up with?
Um,
Oh, shoot.
It is two.
Miss Noel.
Yes.
I was on the Chromebook and I tried clicking your screen.
Oh,
And I realized I said, oh no, and I slid too far and clicked the green. I'm like, oh well.
all right. Replication of DNA. When does DNA get copied? That's what replication means. During which of these?
Mm. Well, Gavin beat me. Good job, Gavin.
We're going to go through it one more time.
Yeah, but still.
Do you want to log in again, or do you want to go against your ghost? Oh, wait a minute. There's one more. Nuclear division of the nucleus is called. What is the process we've been talking about?
The one that I didn't click right.
Mitosis. All right. So now, do you want to play against your ghost or log in again?
We'll play against our ghost. How's that sound, Gavin?
Alright.
Did you say play against ghost?
I guess it don't matter.
That way you don't have to. That way you don't have to log in
Yeah.
again. So play again. All right. So we can start. Yeah, I know, Carolyn. All right. What stage of mitosis is shown in this picture? All right. Prophase. It had the dashed lines, right?
Yep. So we we have a shed outside, so I ran an extension cord across the driveway and put my light in there and put electrical until I get my main wire in.
Hmm. Oh man, it is picking up outside.
Oh yeah, I just heard a big boom out front. Do I dare to even look?
Stop. All right. Gavin's ahead. What stage of mitosis is shown in the image?
It was that, right? Where do you live, Miss Noel?
That's a lot of me.
Yeah. All right. Metaphase, because it was lined up in the middle. Guys, middle, meta, M. They were
Noel?
lined in the middle.
Where do you live?
Nobody would be cars in the middle of the road.
What stage of mitosis is shown in this image? Notice they're being pulled apart.
Be careful. I'll get my stuff off the floor later.
Okay.
I didn't get my computer.
All right. Anaphase being pulled apart. Okay. What stage is shown here? Notice the reforming. All right, telophase. Carolyn, I'm just trying again. Okay, we'll figure.
Miss Noel,
Yes.
where do you live?
Um, Norwood.
Okay, I live in Albemarle. Not big.
This is okay. During mitosis, the chromosomes line up at the equator, middle. What happens after that? Okay, Carolyn, you need to sit.
I need to go get some.
Okay, then look.
I'll get the stuff on.
Opposite ends, that's the anaphase.
You seem stressed out.
Yes, I am. When things don't work, I get stressed out. In mitosis, one cell produces.
Don't let me quit.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Which stage do they uncoil and you get two new daughter cells? All right. The process of growth and replacement of somatic cells is called.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, out of here.
All right, mitosis. If an organism has 88 chromosomes during mitosis and it produces two daughter cells with
I can't see now.
what stage is occurring when chromosomes become distinct and the nuclear membrane disappears? That's the key. Nuclear membrane is disappearing. Finally. All right, girl, I got it.
Guy? No, you didn't.
Yeah, Miss Ferrer.
Send it the password.
Well, if I can get past now the barcode reader. When chromosomes move to opposite ends of the cell, this is which phase of mitosis?
almost right on time.
Which of the following will form a cell plate?
Miss Noel.
Yes.
I said we're almost right on time.
Yep. Uh,
So I'm guessing your power didn't go out yesterday.
nope. I've been. We've had power, so that's been good.
Mine was out
All
till like
right.
2:40.
Rod-like structures that appear during mitosis. What do we call those? All right. Spindle. I didn't catch this a while ago. Spindle fibers. I'm glad you guys know it. I would have thought chromosomes, because a lot of times chromosomes are described as rod-like structures, but they're referring to the fibers that come out and attach to the chromosome. So I'm glad you guys caught that. I would have missed it if I would have checked it. During the process of mitosis, which chromosomes line up at the cell's equator? So equator, remember, is middle. So that is metaphase. Equator, think about the equator runs around the Earth at the middle of the Earth. So metaphase. Um, all right, how many daughter cells? Man, let it go too far. Yeah, bless you. Replication of DNA occurs where?
Oh, what?
All right, interphase. Interphase.
You get that right, Gavin?
Nope.
Interphase, remember, is the phase of the cell cycle from my previous Google Meets this week where you have the G1, the S, and the S2. And so S is synthesis of DNA. That's where replication occurs. Interphase is your longest phase. And so that is where why that one falls there. Let's see. Last question.
Division of new.
All right, division of the nucleus, mitosis. All righty. Now, I will say that in there, there'll be a little more on the cell cycle, the interphase part. Um, so you may want to go back to
Stop, Gavin.
Monday or let's see. Let me go back here. You may want to go back to the diagram that you had to do. Let me show you. It was with the cells alive thing. Uh, right here. It was Monday's activity that was due Tuesday, cell cycle diagram labeling. You want to look at that. diagram. It'll help you review for some of the other questions that will be on the quiz. So the quiz again is in quizzes. Remember, you can do it more than one time. You should be able to. I set it for unlimited. Okay, hold on. So it can be done, as many times until you get a passing grade. So that's one thing I like about using it, and then I'll transfer those grades over. Tomorrow I'll be working on getting things caught up on grades. I may put a little video announcement for tomorrow, and I'll probably put it in an assignment for you to just put something in a text box so that I know you've listened to it. And it's going to be a makeup day. So work on anything in this unit or the previous unit, work on getting stuff turned in so that we can get our grades up in there. And then there's these two parts here that you just have to respond to the little discussion question after watching it. And what I'll do for all these is I may go back and give some extra credit. So every Friday you have some of those that will be in there, and that may be the last two of them, I think. Let me go up here and see. No, next Friday we'll have one more set. So if you've done these, and I'll go in and look, then I will give you some extra credit for that.
Okay.
Um, for there toward the end of the class. So, Henry, if you will look and see, if you go back to, and it may not have created a new thing, you just go back to the test up here, bioenergetics, down at the end of that, and click on it, and you should have access again.
All right.
Okay. But don't do that until you've reviewed some more. I've put a Quizlet. I think in Quizlet it's called Energy Flow. It may have more things in there than is actually covered, but it'll give you a good idea of what might be in there.
All right.
All right. So get anything done. Start with the videos and then work your way through doing the other activities if you haven't kept up as we've been
So
going on.
this
Listen
is
to my
level
Google
2.
Meets, they may help if you haven't been on. And make sure you do the makeup assignment if you, does it say, yeah, that you should be able to put a code in, Henry.
Um,
Energy.
where
Can you click on that blue thing? What's the blue thing say?
view results. I don't care if anybody sees my grade.
Oh, why isn't it giving you another thing? I set it for. Okay. Because remember the due date there? It says um,
Oh,
November 1.
Yeah.
All right, we'll look at that in a minute. Jesse or Gavin, do you have any questions?
no.
All right, just work on that makeup stuff. Try to get as much done as you can, okay?
Uh,
You're welcome to sign off, and I'm going to help Henry for a minute.
alright.
Um, Carolyn, can you please let me finish? Um, all right. I'm going to stop presenting, Henry, and I'm going to stop recording.
All right.
And if you will,